Welcome everybody to a very special class and a special practice today here, Lacey Street Studios in Los Angeles. This is one of the places where we filmed a lot of content, including my Telly Award winning program called Sadhana that's rolling out right now, a year-long program. We actually filmed that, well, actually all around this building, but especially over here across the way. And it's kind of an interesting place to host an in-person yoga event too. It may be the first ever yoga class that's been taught here with real people in a real setting. So thank you so much for bringing your presence here today. We recently reached 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you. And I felt like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like in my life, I'm always jumping ahead to the next thing. And I have noticed within myself that there are a lot of amazing things that happen in my life that sometimes I just don't take the time to really celebrate and honor and kind of soak in. And I felt like this was one of those occasions where it's just a number, but it's also a milestone that is so much more than just a number. It's significant of more people than the town that I grew up in that collectively in community are coming to these teachings of yoga and meditation as a way to really bring themselves back to wholeness and back to physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual harmony, which is, in my opinion, what the world really needs. And the more of us that are doing this work and that are coming back to being whole within, the more that we will see that reflected in the world around us. So we wanted to do something special instead of just me doing a YouTube live in my living room, just me. Like, let's make it an event, and let's invite people to come and practice live in person, and to really celebrate this. So those of you that are here in person in LA will have a 90-minute practice, and then afterwards, if you want, downstairs we'll have refreshments and snacks, and we can kind of hang out and mingle as well. So that'll be there. So thank you also for all the people that are part of the YouTube community. Wanted to let you know that in celebration of the 500,000 milestone, we are offering 25% off an Inner Dimension membership. So you can find the information down below, and then you'll get access to all of the programs that I've created along with all the other teachers out there. And you guys, if you're not already Inner Dimension subscribers, of course, can partake in that as well. So today, we will be moving through a 90-minute power yoga practice. At the end, we'll have some time for some breath work and some meditation. And this particular practice, in honor of this being a special event, I'm calling Connection. So Power Yoga Connection. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and begin by coming into an opening child's pose. So go ahead and bring your big toes together to touch, to connect, and allow the knees to open out towards the outer edges of your yoga mat. Allow the forehead to rest down onto either the floor or a yoga block. And then just begin to feel yourself beginning to land and to arrive into these opening moments of this practice. And then see if you can bring your awareness to your heart. And ask your heart, what does connection mean to you? And how is connection important to you in your life? And the beautiful thing is this word connection, we could say, is also the essence and the spirit of yoga in its purest sense. That on a deep level, yoga is union, uniting, connecting. So on an individual level, we'll be connecting with the body, we'll be connecting with the breath, we'll be connecting with the mind, all of these things working with each other instead of against each other. But there's also the connection of community, the people in this room, the people around the world right now that are moving through the same journey and the same experience as you are. And then, in the deepest sense, there's that connection from the small self to the big self. And this is ultimately the goal of yoga, to transcend the small self, the ego, the thing that limits us. And to connect to that dimension that is limitless, eternal, timeless. So in that spirit, begin to find that wave of breath just gliding in and out through the nostrils, in and out through the nose. Keep the torso down low. And then crawl over towards the right side of your mat. And if you want, you could lift your left hand up and place it on top of your right hand. So you just enhance that side stretch where you start to feel the ribs gently loosening and opening up. And then you can enhance the stretch, of course, by breathing into that sensation, breathing into your left lung and your left ribs. Beautiful. And then keeping the torso down low, slowly crawling all the way over towards the left. Maybe lifting the right hand up, placing that on top of that left hand, and now breathing into those right ribs. The great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness." Ultimately, it's when we feel disconnected, isolated, and separated from the whole that all sorts of issues and suffering begin to arise. And that illusion of separateness in yoga we call Maya, and so much of these practices and methods are about piercing through that veil of Maya. From here, bring the torso back down the middle. Reach the hands out in front of you as far as they'll go. Spread the hands out a little bit wider than the shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath the feet, and then go ahead and slide into your first downward facing dog of the practice. And as you come into that first downward facing dog, feel free to move the body around in any way that feels good, feels right. Maybe you're walking out your dog, alternating one heel down towards the ground at a time. Or bending and straightening the knees, the legs simultaneously. Whatever feels right to just kind of help you start to loosen things up a little bit. And also to check inventory, see how your body's doing this morning, see how you're feeling, breathe into what's there, no judgment, no resistance. And trusting that your yoga practice will provide you exactly what it is you need. There's never been a day where I've rolled my yoga mat out and regretted it, didn't feel better than when I began the practice. From here, go ahead and gently float the right leg off the ground as you inhale. And then right foot all the way forward to the top of your yoga mat on the exhale. Relax the left knee down onto the floor. You can always put some extra padding underneath the knee if you want by doubling up your mat. And then both hands on top of your right knee, right thigh, a little low lunge. as we continue to just ease into the body, ease into the practice today. From here, go ahead and reach your arms all the way up above you, palms facing each other, little fingers turn in towards each other. And then from here, take an inhale, reach up a little bit more. And then as you exhale, allow your right arm to come down, but keep your left arm up. Take another inhale, reach up through the left hand, and then side bend over towards the right side. Once again, breathing to stretch your left ribs and your left rib tissue. And both arms all the way back up to center as you inhale. And then check this out. Bring the arms straight out in front of you as you exhale. It may even connect the palms together. And then from here, you're going to revolve open to the right as you inhale. So right arm back. And then forward on the exhale, palms reconnect. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, open, revolve, and spread. And then exhale, back forward to the front. 1 more time. Inhale, open. And then exhale, close. Beautiful. Now, both arms up above you, maybe even leaning back a little at the top as you inhale. And then hands to the ground as you exhale, low lunge. Take an inhale there. And then half splits. Draw your hips back. So front leg straight, balancing on your right heel, right toes face the sky. Some of you, it might feel good to even reach the left hand forward, grab your right toes, then take an inhale to pull the heart out towards that front foot. And then as you exhale, allowing the chest to sink down, stretching gently across the back of that right leg. Ardha Hanuman Asana. And on your next inhale, right foot flat, re-bend the right knee above the right heel. And as you exhale, tuck the left toes, lift that left knee off the ground, hold there for the inhale, high lunge. And then check this out, bring your left leg forward, but cross it behind your right leg so your legs are crisscrossed. And then hands up to the shins as you inhale, stretch your torso out. And then fold on top of that right leg, 2 more like that. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold down. 1 more time. Inhale, create that spinal length. And then forward fold on the exhale. Good. Now, holding there, shift the hands all the way up to your hips, to your waist. Ground through the feet, lead through the heart. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and rise and fly. Both arms all the way up, catching all the fingers except the indexes. And then side bend over to the left as you exhale. So cross leg, leaning side bend, steeple pose. Send that breath into your right lung and see if you can fill that right lung all the way up. Big, full, deep breaths. Beautiful. Back up to center as you inhale. And then forward fold on the exhale, hands all the way down towards the ground. From here, float the left leg off the ground as you inhale, passing through a standing split. And then lunge your left toes all the way to the back of your yoga mat to a high runner's lunge again. Then from here, lean into your left hand, float that right arm all the way up to the sky as you inhale. And then drop your right elbow, right arm, inner right knee, right calf as you exhale for the great stretch. Inhale, arm back up to the sky. Repeat that 2 more. Exhale, drop right arm down towards the floor. 1 more time. Inhale, bring it above. Exhale, drop it down and in. Awesome. Now, right arm up to the sky. Inhale. And then right hand to the outside of your right foot on the exhale. Step back to plank, upper push-up as you inhale. And then chaturanga, pause as you exhale. Plank back up as you inhale. And then lower down towards your belly on the exhale. Cobra on the inhale, chest up. Bend both heels in towards your hips as you exhale. Lift up to a little bit of a higher cobra, deep in the back bend, inhale. And then down dog on the exhale, toes tuck, hips lift, breath in the flow. And mind in that yoga connection zone. Beautiful, left leg lifts as you inhale, steady. Left foot top of the mat, exhale, right knee releases down, low lunge, both hands on top of that left knee, left eye. Take a couple of breaths there to establish a sturdy, steady, solid base. Because when the foundation is strong, everything beyond that becomes set up for success. Both arms all the way up to the sky, reach them up. And then left arm comes down, right arm stays up. Take another inhale, reach up through the arm, and then side bend over to the left. Couple breaths there, so either fingers on the ground, you could always use a block, or just let it hang out midair, whatever works for you and your body. Good, both arms all the way back up, inhale. And then arms out in front of you as you exhale, palms maybe connect. And then open to the left as you inhale, revolve and twist. Exhale forward to the front. Two more like that. Inhale, spread. And then exhale forward with a thread of breath. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Exhale forward to the front side, both arms up. Inhale, reach up, maybe lean back a little. And then hands all the way down to the ground. Pause, low lunge. Take an inhale there. And then half splits. Draw the hips back, balancing on your left heel, left toes, face the sky. If you want, you can reach the right hand forward, grab the left foot, left toes with that hand, and just sink into that posterior stretch across the whole back of that left leg. Good, you guys. Left foot flat, rebend that left knee. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, high lunge, inhale. And then bring the right leg forward, crossing it behind the left leg, crisscross. Flat back, inhale, stretch and lengthen. Forward fold, deepen in. Two more like that. Inhale, create a little more space. Exhale, folding with grace. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, mind calm. Bring the hands all the way up to the hips, to the waist, ground and root through the feet, lead through the heart. Inhale, rise and fly, both arms up, steeple, index is straight up. And then side bend over to the right side as you exhale, supple in the spine, supple in the mind. So even the mind can get rigid. And we want the mind to be able to see things from different perspectives and vantage points. Inhale, come all the way back up to neutral. And then exhale, fold all the way over and down. Hands low, inhale, right leg floats up, standing splits. And then lunge the right toes all the way to the back of the mat, high runner's lunge. Swim that left arm all the way up as you inhale. And then great stretch. Drop that left arm down, inner left leg. Get into your hip. Inhale, revolve, spread, and twist it. Exhale, now drop the arm down. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop. Explore. That's it. Left arm up, inhale. Place it on the outside of your left foot as you exhale. Come back to plank on the inhalation. Lower halfway, pause, exhale. Press up, plank as you inhale. Lower slow as you exhale with control. Low cobra on the inhale. Both feet bend in on the exhale. Now higher cobra as you inhale, arch the back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, head low, breathe. All right, you guys, now let's just find a little bit of a stroll. We'll take what you just did. We'll find a little more rhythm, one breath, one movement, nothing too crazy, but just preparing your body for deeper things to come. So here we go. Inhale, lift that right leg up as you inhale. Right foot top of the mat, left knee releases, exhale. Both arms up to the sky, inhale. Right arm down, lean to the right side, exhale. Inhale, come back up. Both arms straight out in front of you, exhale. Open to the right one time, inhale, twist. Forward to the front, exhale. Both arms up, inhale, reach. Hands to the ground, half splits. Go ahead and pull the hips back, same exhale. Now, next inhale, rebend that right knee, tuck the left toes and lift the left knee high, lunge. Left leg forward behind the right leg, crisscross, exhale. Flat back on your inhale, fold on the exhale. Big inhale, rise and sweep, arms up, steeple, index is high. Side bend to the left side till it feels right. Inhale, back up to middle. Forward fold, exhale like a meditation in motion. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Lunge it to the back of the mat, exhale. Right arm up to the sky, inhale. Drop it down, inner right knee, exhale. Inhale, back above. Place it to the outside, the right foot, exhale. Back to plank as you inhale. Lower halfway, hover, exhale. Plank rise straight up. Lower to your belly, slow. Low cobra, inhale. Both feet bend in, exhale. Higher cobra, inhale, chest up. Down dog, exhale. Second side coming, left leg up, inhale. Left foot top of the mat, exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana. Left arm down, side bend over to the left. Inhale, back up, arms high. Both arms extend straight out in front. Revolve to the left, inhale. Forward to the front, exhale. Arms up, inhale, reach above. Exhale, hands to the ground, half split, same exhalation. Good, next inhale, left foot flat, rebend the knee, lift that back knee up, high lunge. And then bring the right leg forward behind the left leg, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and soar, arms up, steeple. Side bend over to the right, exhale. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, hands all the way to the ground like a moving prayer. Inhale, the prayer of connection. Right leg lifts up high. Lunge it all the way to the back of your mat. Float that left arm up like you're moving through liquid. Left arm down, inner left knee, you drop. Inhale, reach it up. Place it to the outside of that left foot, exhale. Plank on the inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Plank, inhale, press up. Exhale, lower, slow. Baby cobra, inhale, nice and easy. Both feet bend in nice and gently. Inhale, lift that chest up high. Exhale, you got it. Down dog, those are gone. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, you guys. From here, release the knees down onto the ground. Stand up on top of your two knees and make sure your knees are spread out about the width of the hips. Interlace your fingers behind your head and your neck so your elbows flare out. And then lean over to the right as you inhale. Back to middle, exhale. Other side, inhale left, exhale middle. 2 more rounds. Inhale right, exhale center. Inhale left, exhale middle. Inhale right, exhale middle. Inhale left, exhale middle. Now reach both arms up above you. Inhale, side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale middle, exhale other side, lean. Inhale, exhale side obliques. Inhale neutral. Exhale, lean. Inhale, back up. Exhale, 1 more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, both arms up, fingers spread. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up high. Take another big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. From here, take an inhale, stretch back, downward facing dog. And then exhale, walk or lightly jump, both feet forward, top of the mat. Flat back on the inhale, stretch it out. Forward fold, exhale, feet together, bend the knees, squat down, chair pose. Go ahead and reach those arms all the way up. As you feel the weight moving back into those heels so you're light in your 10 toes. You feel the weight moving back into your hips, into your glutes, so you're also not compressing in the knees. Now from here, can you lean into that right foot, right leg? Can you lift your left leg off the ground and throw a little bit of balance into the mix? Now as you do that, can you continue to breathe steady, rhythmic and deep? That's it. Now extend that left leg straight out in front of you. Flex that left foot. So left toes up. Keep bending your right knee so you're dropping and descending down through the top of that right thigh. Take another inhale. Lift that left leg up a little bit more. And then airplane warrior 3. Glide the left leg back. You can spread the arms out wide. You can run them down by your sides. It's up to you. But feel that stability in that right leg as you extend and lengthen out through the heart and pierce back through that left leg. Take one last goodbye inhale to fly. Both hands to the ground. Left leg stays in the sky. This time we hold a few breaths, standing splits. So walk your hands in towards that right foot, right leg. Close the gap between your chest and your right thigh. And then you lift your left leg up somewhere between too much, but not enough. We call it the sweet spot. You feel it, it's stimulating, but it's not overwhelming. Good, now take one last inhale, lift that left leg up a little more. We call that flirting with the edge. And then left toes all the way to the back of the mat, high runner's lunge. You've been here before. Now this time, can you lean into the left hand and then reach the right arm all the way up to the sky? And can you extend the right arm straight out in front of you? But as you reach that right arm forward and out, can you drive back to that left leg? Can you take your bottom left ribs and can you roll those underneath and in as you roll the right ribs open to the ceiling above you? That's it. Give it one last little reach. And then right arm up as you inhale. Right hand to the ground. Step back to plank pose. Upper push up. Pause there. Feet together. Spin onto the outer blade of the right foot. Lean into the right hand. Left arm all the way to the sky. Side plank. Now if you want less intensity, you can always drop your right knee down and modify. If you want a little more intensity, maybe you lift your left leg up a couple of feet and you challenge the balance. And if you fall, it's all good because the fall never defines you. how you deal with the fall does. Give it one last inhale as you find your full expression. And then exhale, left hand down to the ground, back to plank position. Take one inhale there to set. Exhale, lower down, slow with awareness. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale, arching the back. Down dog, exhale, draw those hips up. From here, take an inhale, stretch back, sink in. And then exhale, walk or spring, both feet all the way forward and through. Flat back on the inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees, squat back, chair pose as you fire up the lower body. Especially your glutes, especially your thighs. So as you start to feel that inner heat beginning to awaken within you, in yoga we call this tapasya. This is a good thing. This is the fire that purifies and that transforms. From here, lean into that left foot, lift that right leg off the ground. Now, as you challenge your balance in that lower body, try not to neglect the upper body. So you're still reaching up to the arms, little fingers wrapping in slightly so you have nice space in those shoulders. Extend that right leg straight out in front of you. Flex that right foot, press out through that right heel. The more challenging the pose, the more breath you want flowing in and out through the nose. One last inhale, right leg up. Airplane, glide the right leg back. Spread those arms out wide like wings as you soar. And you feel that connection. You feel that connection not just to the energy inside of you, but also the energy outside of you. One last big inhale to fly. Hands to the ground, right leg stays up wherever you decide. Standing splits. Walk your hands in towards that left foot, left leg, and find that place that feels spot on for you. And it's personal. Doesn't matter how high or how low your neighbor's leg is. What matters is what feels right for you. And to honor what you're feeling so that then your practice can be deeply healing. Last inhale, right leg up a little bit higher. Lunge the right toes all the way to the back of the mat. Take a moment, hug the inner thighs in towards the midline, and then lean into the right hand as you cruise the left arm up to the sky. Now, the way I get into a pose and the way that I exit out of a pose is just as important as the pose itself. So in other words, bring mindfulness into every little movement you do. Open up that left chest. And then extend that left arm forward and out as you drive back with vigor through that back right leg. Nice, you guys. Left arm up to the sky, inhale. And then left hand down to the ground, step back to plank, upper push up, pause there, bring the feet together, spin onto the outer blade of the left foot. Lean into that left hand, right arm all the way up as you wrap the outer left shoulder back. Remember, you can always drop your left knee down if you want to modify. So give yourself permission. And remember, in yoga, the true strength is the strength of self-restraint. If you want more, you can lift that right leg up a couple of feet. Give it one last inhale there. Find that edge. And then exhale, right hand down to the ground. Nice. Take an inhale there in plank. Exhale, lower slow, chaturanga. Cobra, up dog. Inhale like a back massage. Exhale, you got it. Down dog. Big inhale through the nose. And out the mouth, let it go. Good. Next inhale, stretch back, downward dog. Exhale, walk or lightly jump, both feet all the way through. Flat back as you inhale. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees, squat back. Chair pose on the inhale, arms come up, sweep the hands to the right as you exhale. Chair on the inhale, stand up, W arms, gently lean back, look up, exhale. Back to chair on the inhale, sweep the hands to the left, exhale. Chair on the inhale, reach up, and then forward fold, let it all go. Flat back on the inhale, lengthen out, step or jump back, lower down, vinyasa. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward dog on the exhale, in the flow, right leg lifts, inhale. Right knee to the belly on the exhale. Let's hold there for about 32 minutes. That'll challenge your strength and your capacity to bring a little equanimity to some adversity. Good, right leg charges back, inhale, press. And then right foot top of the mat, flow it deep. Stay on the back left toes, set your belly on your right thigh and reach. Both arms straight down by your sides. And get cemented through the lower body, get rooted. And then from that rooted, connected energy, rise up, crescent pose. Both arms all the way up to the heavens. Maybe a little tiny bend in that back left knee as the tailbone draws down. And you zipper up through the lower abdominals. Give it another inhale, reach up a little bit more. Chest on right thigh, arms sweep behind you. Inhale, back up to crescent. And then hands to prayer right down the midline. Spread the hands out like Tai Chi as you inhale. Palms together on the exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, move it out. And exhale, bring it in. 1 more, inhale out. Exhale together. That's it. Circle those arms up to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Maybe lean back there. And then vinyasa. 1 long exhale. Breathing out. Huge inhale. And then down dog exhale. Nice, you guys. Other side. Left leg up. Inhale. Left knee to the belly. Hold there. Shoulders above the wrists. Draw that knee in towards the forehead and activate the abdominals and the core. Good, left leg back, inhale, press. And then left foot top of the mat, runner's lunge, belly on left thigh. Both arms reach aerodynamically behind you. So fingertips back. Heart extending forward and out, lower body steady and strong like the base of a statue. Inhale, rise, both arms all the way up. Take another inhale, reach up. Chest on left thigh, sweep behind. Inhale, rise and shine, arms up. Hands to prayer, we call it Anjali, the gesture of offering. Inhale, offer it out. And then exhale, draw it in. 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1 more time, inhale, move it out. And then exhale, move it in, beautiful. Circle the arms up to the sky, inhale, reach, goodbye. And then vinyasa, lower all the way down as you enjoy the ride. Inhale like you're surfing the waves of breath. Exhale, you got it. Downward facing dog, breathe. All right, you guys, we're gonna take what you just did. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. So we call this a second warm-up series, and this is where we create even more of that tapasya and also a little bit more of a cardio effect. So the movement picks up, the heart rate picks up, the heat picks up. If it feels like it gets to be too much, you can always drop the knees and take a break. So here we go. Big inhale, stretch back, down dog. Exhale, walk or jump, both feet forward. Flat back, inhale, forward fold, exhale, squat, chair pose on the up, sweep it to the right, exhale. Inhale, chair, stand up, W arms, exhale. Inhale, back to chair, sweep it to the left, exhale. Inhale, chair, forward fold, let it go. Flat back as you inhale, step or jump back, vinyasa, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, in the flow, right leg up, inhale. To the belly, exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, right foot top of the mat. Inhale, crescent, float up. Chest on thigh, arms sweep behind. Inhale, rise, back up. Hands to prayer, bring it into center. Spread out as you inhale. Palms together, exhale, moving on. Both arms up, inhale, reach. And then vinyasa, lower down with impeccable strength. Cobra up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, left leg up, inhale, lift. To the belly, exhale, connect. Inhale, drive it back. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, float up, light and free. Chest on knee, arms behind. Inhale, rise up. Hands to prayer, bring it home. Inhale, spread it out with soul. Exhale, soul in motion. Arms up, inhale with brilliance. Exhale, vinyasa all the way down with integrity. Inhale, bend the spine compassionately. Exhale, down dog. Hold there. Big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, let it go. Good, and just smooth the breath back out if it got a little choppy. Because your breath is like a remote control for your mind. And so what the breath does is what the mind does, and vice versa. You get stressed, you get agitated, and you notice your breath also becomes agitated and choppy. You get the breath steady, fluid, smooth, and deep, and then you notice the mind can't help but come back to a space of calmness. And so much of this practice is about your ability to remain calm regardless of what pose or life experience that you're in. So round number 2, big inhale, stretch back like a rubber band. Exhale, walk or slingshot both feet through. Flat back inhale, spine out. Forward fold, exhale, squat. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. Sweep it to the right, exhale. Inhale, back to chair. Stand up, W arms, exhale. Inhale, back to chair. Sweep it left like you're clearing a path. Inhale, the path high. Forward fold, straighten knees and thighs. Flat back, inhale, hard out. Step or jump back, vinyasa flow. Inhale where the shoulders roll. Exhale, down dog, right leg up, inhale. Right knee to core, exhale, connect it. Inhale, now pierce it back. Exhale, now stick it top of the mat. Inhale, now reach above. Chest on thigh, sweep it back. Inhale, rise, back up. Hands to prayer, moment to center. Spread, inhale. Consolidate, exhale. Elevate, inhale. Vinyasa, lower down as we circulate, exhale. Inhale, blood through the body. Exhale, down dog, left leg up, inhale. To the abdominals, exhale. Inhale, drive long. Exhale, deep and strong. Inhale, strong but light. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, rise and ascend. Exhale, down the midline again. Inhale, spread. Exhale, draw in, gather it. Inhale, reach up. And then vinyasa all the way down. Elbows shave the ribs. Inhale, move in with good form. Exhale, down dog, hold there. Big inhale through the nose. And out the mouth, let it go. Now, inevitably, just like climbing a mountain, you get to that point where you just start thinking, you know what, I don't know if I want to go all the way to the top today. Same thing happens here. You're in the midst of the challenge, you start encountering a little resistance, a little doubt maybe, and then you remind yourself that you can do hard things. And like Bob Marley said, sometimes you don't know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. So last round of these, and then we'll move on. Big inhale, stretch back. Exhale, walk or slingshot, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale, squat. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. Sweep it right, exhale. Inhale, chair. Stand up, W, exhale. Inhale, back to chair. Sweep it left, exhale. Inhale, chair. Forward fold, light like air. Inhale, flood the lungs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, chest high. Exhale, down dog, right leg up, inhale. To the belly, exhale. Inhale, back. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, crescent, come up. Chest on thigh, sweep it back. Inhale, float up. Hands to prayer, center. Inhale, spread. Exhale, collect. Now inhale, arms up, hold there. Drop your right arm down, but keep your left arm up. Good. Now start to lean forward as you inhale. Take flight, warrior 3. Left arm straight out, right arm straight back. So asymmetrical arms. Nice, you guys. Now from here, switch the arms, inhale. Switch it on the exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. 1 more. Inhale, switch. And then exhale, switch. Hold there. Come back. Crescent pose, left arm up, right arm down. Left arm up, right arm down. Can you take your right hand and reach back behind your left leg and place it right on that left hamstring? And then can you bend your right knee deep and low, but at the same time, pull your left arm up as high as it'll go and then lean back to your own sweet degree and breathe. Good. Then right arm up to meet the left as you inhale, crescent. Warrior 2, back foot flat, left arm behind. Right arm straight out in front of you. Line your right heel up with your back inner left arch. Sit that groin down deep and low. And then find that piercing focus out across that right middle finger for 90 minutes. My mind is so present. I'm not thinking about past. I'm not worrying about the future. I'm just lost within this world of yoga practice. Good. Now go ahead and straighten your right knee, right leg. Turn the right foot in parallel to the left foot. Flick the heels in, point the toes out, horse stance. Go ahead and bend the knees and squat down low. Let's bring the hands behind the head and neck again. Interlace the fingers. And then side bend to the right as you inhale. And then back to middle, exhale. Inhale left. Exhale middle. Inhale right. Exhale middle. Inhale left. Exhale middle. 1 more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Spread those arms out wide. Lift your heels off the ground as you inhale. Heels down, exhale. 2 more like that. This time with joy as you inhale. Exhale. That did not look like joy, you guys. Inhale, heels up. And exhale, heels down. Hold last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Kick the heels out. Hello, legs. Take the right toes, angle those forward. There's a Chinese proverb that says, when the roots are deep, there's no reason to fear the wind. Bring the hands behind your lower back, interlace your fingers. Draw your knuckles down. Keep your left chest peeling open. Start leaning forward as you inhale, forward towards the top of your mat. And then start bending that right knee, and then half moon with your hands behind your lower back as you exhale. Now the key is to not let the left chest collapse down, but to really do the opposite. To peel the left chest open as you extend your heart forward and you drive back through that left leg and you breathe. Even if you fall, you turn the fall into a pose. Good. Now, right hand down in front of the right foot on the floor, left arm all the way to the sky, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You could stay here if you want. You could bend your back left foot in. You could reach back and grab your left foot with your left hand for Chapasana and give yourself a dynamic deep hip stretch. Remember to breathe. As long as you have the breath, you have the yoga. Now, if you have your back left foot, left leg behind you, left arm to the sky, little bend in that right knee, but lift the left leg higher as you inhale. And then back to your warrior two, soft and light exhale. Reverse the warrior on the inhale. Cartwheel the hands to the ground. Pause when you touch the mat as you exhale. Spin on your left toes. Scoot the right foot to the right another 2 inches. Lean into your left hand. Swim your right arm all the way to the sky. You've been here before. Since you've been here before, let's explore something different. Come up onto your 5 left fingertips. Keep breathing. Good. Now from here, see if you can lift your left fingertips off the ground. So you're supporting your weight just with your lower body, no upper body involved at all. Keep breathing. Nice, you guys. Rise up, standing twist. Right arm back, left arm straight out in front of you. Take that backhand, place it on that left hamstring. Reach that left arm all the way back up to the sky. Maybe it feels good second time around. Take it a little bit deeper. Give that one last inhale there. And then back to standing T-twist on the exhale. Now reversing what we did earlier, bring the left hand down, keep it above the ground, right arm straight up to the sky. Can you hover your left hand off the ground? Can you open your right chest? Can you extend your right arm forward and out? I don't know about that, Travis. You take it as far as you want. Your body, your practice. Now come all the way back up. One arm arching crescent as you inhale. Right hand back, left arm to the sky. Cartwheel both hands down to the ground. Step back to plank. Sorry about all that. Now feet together, side by side. Spin onto the outer edge of the right foot, side plank. Take that left arm all the way up to the sky. This time bring your left hand behind your head. Left elbow shoots up. Now lift your left leg up a couple of feet as you inhale. Left elbow, left knee. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, expand it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, expand it out. Exhale, crunch it in. That's it. Left leg, left arm to the sky. Inhale, just 3. Left hand down to the ground. Plank position as we now set up for the world famous 5 yogi style push-ups in honor of 500,000 subscribers. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, push up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, rise. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale, strong core. Exhale, rise. Inhale, last one. Exhale, those are done. Drop your elbows on the ground, forearm plank. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers. Super glue your elbows to the floor. Keep the elbows connected. and then swivel the heels to the right on an inhale, and then back to middle, exhale. Inhale, swivel left, exhale, middle. 2 more rounds. Inhale, right, exhale, middle, inhale, left, exhale, middle. Last cycle. Inhale, right, exhale, middle, inhale, left, exhale, middle. Now climb back up onto your hands, upper push-up plank. Give it a goodbye inhale. Oh my goodness. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, chest up. Exhale, back, down dog. Left leg lifts up. Inhale. Oh shit, not the other side. Left knee to the belly. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left foot top of the mat. Inhale, rise to the heavens. Chest on thighs, sweep it back. Inhale, rise, you got this. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, spread it wide. Exhale, bring it to the inside. Inhale, reach it up, hold there. Good, this time drop your left arm down, but keep your right arm up, breathe. Now start to lean forward as you inhale. And then shift up onto that front left foot, left leg as you exhale. Right arm forward, left arm back. Find your balance. Now from here, switch the arms. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. 1 more round. Inhale. Exhale, hold there. Drop the right toes to the back of the mat. Right arm to the sky. Take your left hand and rest it on the back of your right leg. Good. Drop the left thigh a little low. Pull the right arm up as high as it'll go. And then lean back until your body says, hey, that's enough. And you honor your edges. You honor your boundaries. Good. Now left arm up to meet the right as you inhale. Warrior 2, back foot flat, right arm behind, left arm straight out in front. Now this time, once you find your alignment, close your eyes and bring your awareness inside, because yoga isn't something you do, it's something you experience. It's something you embody, and the experience is the real teacher. So the deeper you root into the experience, the deeper you root into your inner teacher, the more growth, the more insight, and the more wisdom you will acquire. Nice. Blink those eyes open. Take a goodbye inhale there. Straighten that left knee, left leg as you exhale. Turn the left foot in parallel to the right. Flick the heels in, point the toes out, horse stance, bend the knees, squat low. Arms up to the sky, inhale. Hands to prayer as you exhale. Spread out as you inhale. Palms together, exhale. Circle the arms up, inhale. Hands back to prayer, squat a little deeper, exhale. Inhale out. Exhale together. Circle it up on the inhale. Prayer position, bend the knees a little deeper. Last round. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, hands back to prayer. Hold there. When the legs are strong, you have nothing to fear. This is the root, the foundation of the body. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Straighten the legs. Flick the heels out. Spread those arms out. They have these like stealth timers when you like want to hold your breath or do something challenging and you want to time yourself, cold plunge. And they don't tell you how much longer you have left. So it could be 2 minutes, could be 5 seconds. That's the level we want to get to. Take the left toes, turn those forward. Bring the hands around behind the lower back, interlace. Draw the knuckles down, keep that right chest peeling open so you're resisting this and keeping this. Then start to lean forward, bend that front knee, and then shift up as you exhale. So torso shoots forward and out. Right leg drives back with intent. And you remind yourself, this is called a yoga practice, not a yoga performance. It's not like I have to be perfect. If anything, I want to perfect my ability to be compassionate with myself under all circumstances. That's the medicine we need. Now, left hand down, right arm up, high as it can be. You could stay here, or you could bend that back right foot in, reach back and grab that with the right hand for Chapasana. Pulling that heart forward, rolling that right chest open, and whatever your weakness is, your yoga practice will expose it. When it exposes it, have the growth mindset to be grateful that it's illuminating things that need to be practiced and trained. From here, right leg to the back, right arm up to the sky, little bend in that left knee as you inhale. Float step back to warrior two, exhale. Reverse the warrior on the inhale, come back. Windmill the hands down to the mat. Pause when you make contact. Spin onto the right toes, runner's lunge. You may want to slide the left foot a little to the left. From here, lean into your 5 right fingertips and then reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. All right, you guys, see if you can hover that right hand off the ground a couple of inches. Little balance, little leg strength here. You're just putting yourself into all these pressurized circumstances and seeing and testing your ability. Can I remain steady with my breath and steady in my mind? How am I going to do it in life if I can't do it in a little yoga pose? Now rise all the way up to standing, left arm back, right arm straight out in front. You see, the less reactive you are in yoga or your life, the better things are going to turn out for you, right? It's when we react with that email or that text or those words out of our mouth that we regret. We're like, oh shit, why'd I send that? See if you can take that back hand, place it on that right hamstring, right arm all the way up to the sky, and then we have to deal with those chain of events. In yoga, this is called karma. Every cause, every action has a reaction. So the actions that I take create my karma. They create my reality. One last inhale there. Back to the T-twist on the exhale. Now right hand down, right above the right foot, right leg hover. Left arm straight up, open the left chest. And then extend your left arm forward and out like you're reaching to infinity and beyond. You're getting boundless in this body. You're getting limitless in this mind. Good, now from here, inhale, rise all the way back up. One arm arching crescent, come back and lean. Exhale, both hands down to the ground. Step back to plank, upper push-up. Aren't you glad those are gone? Feet together, side by side, spin onto the outer blade of the left foot, stack the right foot on top, lean into that left hand, and reach the right arm to the sky. Then bring the right hand behind the head and the neck, right elbow to the sky. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Elbow to knee, exhale, crunch in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. Now right arm, right leg up, inhale, reach. Right hand down to the ground, plank as we set up. 5 more yogi style push-ups. Now if you want, you can drop your knees down. Some of you didn't sound too excited about that. Inhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Exhale, push up. Inhale, 4 more. Exhale, they're temporary. Inhale, soon they'll be gone. Exhale, 2 to go. Inhale, you got this. Exhale, rise. Last chance. Exhale, press. Those are done. Take a goodbye inhale there. Exhale, lower light like air. Inhale, cobra, strong like steel. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Woo! Another day, another downward facing dog. Good, you guys. Take an inhale, stretch back. You're almost there. Exhale, walk or jump, both feet all the way through. Flat back on the inhale. Forward fold, exhale, feet together, bend the knees, squat back, chair pose, reach those arms to the sky. Bring the hands to prayer position in front of your chest, your heart. Take your left elbow to your outer right knee, right thigh, chair twist. Now, can you bring your left hand into a fist and then drape your right hand right over that fist? And then pull and elongate out through the chest, the torso, and then allow yourself to go into the twist from that long, decompressed spine. Awesome. Now start to lean into the right foot. Lift your left leg off the ground, right above the floor. Challenge your balance. Keep breathing. And then lunge your left toes all the way to the back of the mat. Lunging prayer twist. So you strike your left leg back, you extend your heart forward and out, and you twist your navel towards that inner right thigh. One last inhale there. Step the left foot forward to join the right as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale, both arms up. Hands to prayer in front of the heart, right elbow, outer left knee, left thigh, chair twist to the other side. Notice both knees are even with each other. Right hand into a fist, left hand over that fist. Breath in the flow, mind always in that yoga zone. Good, now lean into the left foot, levitate the right foot off the ground, hover it in midair, and then lunge your right toes all the way to the back of the mat. Good, and here you are challenging your strength, your balance, your flexibility, your stamina, the 4 pillars of fitness, but you're doing it the yogic way, with awareness, with presence, and with mindfulness. One last inhale there. Step the right foot forward to join the left. Exhale. Now back to chair on the inhale. Lift up. Squat back deeper as you exhale. And keep squatting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until your hips come all the way onto your mat. And then you lift your legs up. Boat pose. Navasana. How in the world did we get here? Now, little bend in the knees as we prepare to pump this boat. So lower halfway, extend the legs straight, inhale, and then bend the knees up, exhale 1. Inhale, lower, exhale up 2. Inhale down, exhale 3. Inhale, all core, exhale 4. Inhale with breath, exhale 5. Inhale, you got this, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7, inhale down, exhale 8, 2 to go, inhale, exhale 9, inhale, exhale 10. Now hold there, bring the hands together, interlace all the fingers but the indexes, and then twist over towards the right. Good, sharpen the gaze, sharp in the mind. Same thing now, all the way over to the other side. This is it, the last physically challenging thing I'll do in this practice. Come back down the middle, spread the hands a little wide, last 5. Chest up 4, breath in the flow 3, core on fire for 2. One last inhale, reach, exhale, release. All the way down onto your back. Woo! Good job, everybody. You did it. Reach your hands forward, grab your shins, hug your knees, your thighs deep into your belly, your torso. Give your lower back a little gentle rock, side to side. And then from here, we'll plant both feet flat on the ground about the width of the hips. Slide the heels in towards your two sit bones. And then bridge pose. Lift the hips up, tuck the shoulders underneath the upper back. You could interlace the fingers, you could grab your ankles or the outer edges of the mat, whatever works for you and your body. And then send that breath down into the belly, watching the belly inflate and deflate. The cycle of the breath. And then option to stay here in bridge pose, or if you want upward bow, you can shift the hands back by the ears, point the fingers forward, get a good grip. And then arc the whole front of the body all the way up to the sky, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Or bridge, Setu Bandhasana. And then either bridge or upward bow, you can come up onto the tips of the toes if you want. And then take one last inhale to find that peak. And then exhale, slowly release everything back down onto the ground. Reach the hands forward, grab the shins, draw the knees and thighs into the belly. And then from here, slide the hands down the legs, catch the outer edges of the feet. Happy baby, so you lift the bottoms, the soles of the feet up to the sky. Use some arm energy to draw the thighs down towards the floor, sinking into those hips. And then hook the big toes, first two fingers, spread the legs out, reclining straddle stretch, stretching out to the inner legs and the inner thighs. And then both legs together, side by side as you inhale. And then rock your legs all the way up over your head towards the back of the space, plow pose as you exhale. And if you're somebody that has some neck issues or for whatever reason you want to skip this, totally fine. Come back to bridge or even supported bridge with a block underneath the lower back. Otherwise, from plow pose, as you're ready, both hands to the lower back. And then lightly float both legs all the way up to the sky as we come into an inversion, the shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. So ankles above the knees, knees above the hips, hips above the triceps, as you allow all that freshly oxygenated, alkalized blood to come cascading down towards the vital organs. Heart, the thyroid, and the brain. Take one last inhale, stretch up through the feet, through the toes. And then plow pose, allow the legs to come back up over the head. Extend your arms straight out in front of you along the floor. And slowly release out through every vertebra of your spine until your lower back reconnects back down onto the mat. And then grab the shins, draw the knees, the thighs into the belly, into the torso. And then bring your right ankle over your left knee, left thigh, setting up for reclining pigeon. So we'll slip that right hand, right arm down through the legs with the right hand. Left hand will reach around and they'll join behind the thigh or the shin. And then for a moment, lift your forehead up towards your left knee, left thigh as you flex both feet and you wrap the outer right hip forward. Slowly release the head back down and just breathe into that right hip. In the yogic tradition, we have what's called Indra's net. You can imagine a vast, infinite net stretching across the entire universe. And at each intersection of the net, there sits a jewel. And every jewel is polished so clearly that it reflects every other jewel in the entire web. And if you look closely at just one jewel, you don't see just it, but you see the entire net mirrored and reflected inside it. And this is a metaphor for how reality works. Every being, every breath, every heartbeat is like one jewel. And just like in the net, the movement of one jewel sends ripples across the whole. When you breathe in here today in your practice, your breath doesn't just belong to you. It connects to the trees that made the oxygen, to the earth that sustains your body, to the people practicing around you. Nothing stands alone. And this practice of yoga is a practice of remembering this truth, that our joy, also our pain, our liberation are never isolated. And when you align one jewel yourself, you help to bring clarity to the entire net. It's all interconnected. Keep the legs as is, unthread the right arm, extend it out to the right, wrap the right leg snug over the left leg. Wrap leg twist, let the knees fall gently to your left. Bring both knees all the way back up to neutral. Unwrap the right leg. Left ankle on top of the right knee, right thigh. Left arm slips down through the legs. Reclining pigeon on the other side. For a moment, curl the forehead up towards that right knee, right thigh as you wrap the outer left hip forward. Flex that left foot especially. Softly relax the head down and then just give your left hip the same thing you just gave the right. Your full, undivided attention. When I take care of my body, it takes care of me. thread the left arm, extend that out to the left on the floor, wrap the left leg over the right. Might want to shift the hips a little to the left, and then let those knees spill over to the right, releasing any last unwanted tension out of your sacrum, your lumbar, lower back area. And then both knees all the way back up to neutral. Unwrap the legs, grab the shins, hug the knees, the thighs into the belly. And then gently rock and roll your way up to a comfortable seated or kneeling position. And as you come up, just find your seat. As you take your seat here halfway between heaven and earth. Allow yourself to sit tall in your spine, upright, shoulders relaxed and softening back and down. Allow the eyes to close. And from here, we'll align with what's called the perfect breath ratio, where we breathe in for about 5 seconds and breathe out for about 5 seconds to help facilitate that balance within the nervous system and the calmness and serenity within the mind. So take a deep inhale through the nose, and then out the mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out the nose, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale, let it go. Take a few recovery breaths there as you keep the awareness inward inside. And you notice the after effects of what you just did and the impact that it has on your state, your physical, your mental states. And then continuing to feel this natural fluctuation of breath moving into the body, moving out of the body. Each time you breathe in, silently saying the word or the mantra, so. And then each time you breathe out, silently saying the mantra, hum. And the mantra can last as long as the breath lasts. So if you're breathing in for 3 or 4 seconds, and that's how long the mantra will also be inside of your mind. And this Soham Sanskrit mantra, thousands of years old, means I am one with the universe. I am connected to the infinite universe. As you continue for another minute or two here, see if you can not only think the mantra, the thought, but to really feel it. What would it feel like to come back to total wholeness, where nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, nothing needs to be changed in this moment, but just deep, inner, profound peacefulness. From here, gently allow the mantra repetition to fade away. And then keeping that connection within, go ahead and recline all the way onto your back into a final resting pose, Shavasana. And Shavasana means the corpse pose, the pose of death. And what it speaks to is really the death of anything and everything that limits the connection. That Maya, that illusion of separation. This is what dies. This is what dissolves. So for these last 5 minutes or so, see if you can allow yourself to move from the form into the formless, from time into the timeless, and from the finite into the infinite, the eternal. Shavasana. Everybody from here, take a deeper inhale through the nose. And out the mouth, exhale, let it go. Reach your arms all the way up over your head towards the back of the space, interlacing the fingers, bringing the legs together, just stretching everything out. And then reach the hands forward, grab the shins, draw your knees and thighs into your belly, your torso. And then gently rock and roll your way all the way up to a last, final, comfortable seated position where we'll seal the practice. As you get up to seated, bring the hands to prayer position in front of your chest, backs of the thumbs right there at the middle of the heart. Sit up tall, eyes closed. Giving gratitude to your practice today for reminding you the importance and the power of connection, connection to yourself, connection to the community, and connection to the limitless universe as well. Let's finish with one last closing Om. Take a deep inhale. Big inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Exhale. Thank you for your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for bringing your energy to this live class. Good to get to connect live in person. Thank you as well for everybody that streamed online. Be sure to check out the Interdimension 25% off sale. And if you want to stick around, downstairs they have refreshments and some pastries and stuff. So we'll hang out down there. Thanks again. See you soon.